Welcome to my channel Official History of Coins. Today's exploration. We're delving into the fascinating world of American numismatics to uncover the stories behind four iconic and highly sought-after 1-cent coins. Far more than mere pocket change. Let's get started. Nestled within the storied Lincoln WheatCent series, the 1935 D stands as a paramount prize for serious numismatists, a coin whose allure transcends its humble denomination. While not the rarest by mintage alone, its combination of historical placement, condition rarity, and intense series demand elevates it to a blue-chip status in American coin collecting. This particular issue represents a key date from the Denver Mint during the Great Depression, a tangible artifact from an era of profound national challenge. Its pursuit is considered a rite of passage for LincolnCent specialists, and acquiring a superb example is often the centerpiece of an advanced collection, driving consistent and robust market demand that reflects its esteemed position. The 1935 D-cent was struck amidst the lingering economic despair of the Great Depression, a period when coinage metals were conserved and everyday spending was minimal. The Denver Mint, one of the three active facilities producing cents that year, struck 47 million examples, a figure that seems substantial but is misleading in context. Coins from this era were heavily circulated out of necessity, worn smooth in pockets and cash registers for years. Furthermore, the 1935 D is a crucial link in the collectible series of D mint coins from the 1930s, a set passionately pursued for its completion challenges. This coin does not commemorate a specific event or figure beyond the enduring legacy of Victor D. Brenner's Lincoln design, but its value is etched by time and survival, representing a quiet moment of production before the nation's focus shifted to the looming war effort. Artistically, the coin showcases Brenner's iconic obverse portrait of a solemn Abraham Lincoln, a design that had, by 1935, become a familiar and comforting national symbol. The reverse features the elegant twin wheat stalks, framing the denominations. What makes the 1935 D visually special, particularly in high grades, is the quality of strike and luster often seen on well-preserved examples. Denver Mint coins of this period can exhibit a sharp, full detail on Lincoln's cheekbone, coat, and wheat ears, contrasting with sometimes softer Philadelphia strikes. The coin's composition is the standard 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc alloy, with a weight of 3.11 grams and a diameter of 19 millimeters. In mint state, the surfaces can display a rich, reddish copper or later golden-brown patina, with cartwheel luster that dances under light, a testament to its limited exposure to circulation. The true rarity of the 1935 D is defined not by its mintage, but by its survival in pristine condition. The vast majority of the 47 million coins entered circulation and were worn down, lost, or later melted. Gem-quality examples, with full original luster and minimal contact marks, are exceedingly scarce. Numismatic consensus holds that while one can find a circulated 1935 D with relative ease, locating one grading MS 65 red or higher is a formidable task. This condition scarcity creates a dramatic bifurcation in the market. Worn examples are affordable, while premium, uncirculated specimens command extraordinary premiums. There are no major die varieties or errors that significantly alter its rarity profile. Instead, the coin's challenge is one of preservation, making each high-grade survivor a numismatic trophy. In the current market, a circulated 1935 D Wheat Penny holds modest value, but the investment-grade specimens occupy a different financial stratum. A specimen graded MS 65 red by a top-tier service like PCGS or NGC can command prices from $2,500 to $4,000, depending on market timing and aesthetic appeal. Exceptional examples graded MS 66 red have consistently realized prices between $5,000 and $8,000 in major auction houses, with record sales pushing even higher for coins with exceptional color and eye appeal. The value driver is inexorable demand from series collectors aiming for top-tier short sets, 1934 to 1958, were complete D mint runs, where the 1935 D is a notorious condition bottleneck. Its appreciation has been steady and strong, reflecting its foundational role in advanced numismatic portfolios. For collectors aspiring to add this coin to their holdings, due diligence is non-negotiable. Prioritize certification from PCGS or NGC, as their slabs guarantee authenticity and protect the grade, which is critical for a coin in this price range. When evaluating a certified coin, look beyond a numeric grade to eye appeal. Seek out vibrant, original red color, a sharp strike on Lincoln's cheek and the wheat heads, and a lack of distracting carbon spots or hairlines. Acquiring such a key date is best done through established avenues like reputable numismatic auction houses, major coin show dealers, or trusted online marketplaces with rigorous vetting. Engaging with specialized LincolnCent collector communities can also provide invaluable insights and potential acquisition leads. Ultimately, the 1935 D LincolnWheatCent is far more than a 1-cent piece. It is a benchmark of numismatic achievement and a resilient relic from America's economic crucible. Its value is multifaceted, encompassing historical resonance, aesthetic beauty in its optimal state, and proven performance as a tangible asset. For the new collector, it represents a worthy long-term goal, while for the seasoned veteran, it is often the cornerstone of a distinguished collection. As the pool of high-grade examples remains static and collector demand grows, both nationally and internationally, the 1935 D's stature and market significance are poised to endure and strengthen, solidifying its legacy as a quintessential American coin. Next coin, the 1943 D LincolnWheatCent, struck in steel with a zinc coating, represents one of the most iconic and visually distinct emergency issues in all of U.S. numismatics. Its stark, silver appearance immediately sets it apart, marking it as a direct artifact of a nation at war. For collectors, this coin is a non-negotiable component of both the Lincoln series and any collection focusing on World War II homefront memorabilia. While millions were produced, the pursuit of a pristine, uncirculated example with its original luster intact has become a singular challenge, driving a fervent and specialized market demand that places premium specimens among the most valuable regular issue cents of the 20th century. Born from the urgent material demands of World War II, the 1943 cent is a product of copper conservation for artillery shells and wiring. The Denver Mint, alongside Philadelphia and San Francisco, was tasked with striking cents on blanks of steel, subsequently plated with a thin layer of zinc to prevent rust. This single-year emergency composition makes the 1943 D not just a coin, but a symbol of national sacrifice and industrial adaptation. It occupies a unique trifecta within the series, with collectors often seeking a 1943 set of all three mint marks. The coin's very substance speaks to the historical moment, a tiny, magnetic piece of wartime ingenuity that circulated alongside silver nickels, telling the story of a nation's total economic mobilization for victory. Visually, the coin is a departure from every Lincoln cent that came before or after. It retains Victor D. Brenner's obverse portrait of Lincoln and the wheat ear reverse, but its steel core gives it a pale, silvery gray hue. The surfaces, when preserved in mint state, can exhibit a brilliant, satiny luster or a more crystalline, shiny finish. However, its defining technical characteristic is also its greatest vulnerability. The zinc coating is notoriously prone to environmental damage. Uncirculated examples are often found with spotting, hazing, or oxidation, making a flawless, mark-free specimen with full, original bluish-white zinc surfaces and numismatic rarity of the highest order. Rarity for the 1943 D is almost entirely a function of condition and surface preservation. The Denver Mint produced 217,660,000 pieces, a substantial mintage, but the vast majority entered circulation. The steel coins were often mistaken for dimes, disliked for their rust-prone nature, and countless rolls were hoarded by hopeful individuals mistaking them for the legendary 1943 copper error. Consequently, while low-grade examples are common, examples grading MS 65 and above are genuinely scarce. The critical factor is the quality of the zinc coating. Examples designated as ban, brown, due to complete zinc deterioration hold minimal value, while those with even a trace of original steel luster, RB, or red-brown, see moderate premiums. The true prizes are those graded MS 64 or higher with the full, brilliant, uncirculated designation, showing no appreciable surface degradation. The market valuation for a high-end 1943 D-cent is dramatic, reflecting its condition rarity. A circulated example may be worth only a few dollars, but the ascent in value for pristine coins is exponential. A specimen graded MS 64 by PCGS or NGC with attractive surfaces can trade in a range of $1,200 to $2,000. Moving into the gem MS 65 level, prices escalate sharply to between $3,500 and $5,500, with exceptional eye appeal commanding the upper end. The absolute pinnacle, coins graded MS 66 or higher, have realized auction prices exceeding $10,000, as they represent a fractional percentage of the original mintage that survived 6 decades without a single flaw compromising their fragile surfaces. This market is driven by type collectors and series specialists for whom a top-tier example is the only acceptable representation. Acquiring a premium 1943 D-cent requires a collector to become a discerning surface analyst. Certification by PCGS or NGC is absolutely essential, not only for grade, but for the accurate designation of surface quality, brilliant versus BN/RB. When examining a certified coin, prioritize visual appeal over a slight numeric grade difference. A stunning MS 64 with brilliant, spot-free surfaces is often a better value than a spotted or dull MS 65. Proper storage is critical. Even a slab coin should be kept in a stable, low-humidity environment to prevent future zinc deterioration. The best acquisition avenues are reputable numismatic auction houses or established dealers specializing in LincolnCents or wartime coinage, where the provenance and grading integrity are assured. In summary, the 1943 D-Steel cent is a masterpiece of historical storytelling and a testament to the challenges of preservation. Its value is tripartite. As a key historical relic of World War II, as a visually striking type coin, and as a condition rarity trophy that tests the patience and resources of advanced collectors. It appeals to historians, metallurgy enthusiasts, and series completists alike. Its investment potential is anchored in the immutable fact that the population of superlative examples can never increase, while the appreciation for its unique place in the American narrative continues to grow. This humble, steel wartime penny, therefore, carries a weight and a worth far exceeding its intended 1-cent denomination, forever enshrined as a gem of the home front. Second coin within the extensive lineage of the Lincoln WheatCent series, the 1945 D issue occupies a fascinating and critically important niche, representing the poignant conclusion of an era. As the final 1-cent coin struck before the end of World War II, it serves as a tangible endpoint to the wartime coinage period that began with the 1943 steel cents. For discerning numismatists, this coin is far more than a common date. It is a key transitional piece, highly sought after to complete both end-of-war sets and high-grade Denver Mint runs from the 1940s. Its appeal lies in this historical bookend status, driving persistent demand for examples that showcase the return to normalcy in both metallic composition and minting quality. The historical context of the 1945 D-cent is powerfully evocative. Struck at the Denver Mint during the final, climactic year of World War II, this coin was produced as Allied forces advanced into Germany and across the Pacific. By 1945, the emergency steel composition had been abandoned, and the coinage returned to the standard 95% copper alloy, signaling a cautious optimism and the beginning of economic reconversion. This coin circulated among a populace experiencing V-Day and, shortly after its production, VJ Day. It does not bear an explicit commemorative design, yet it silently witnessed the nation's transition from global conflict to nascent peace. As such, it is deeply embedded in the narrative of mid-20th century America, collected as much for its historical atmosphere as for its numismatic attributes. The coin's design is the familiar and enduring work of Victor D. Brenner, featuring the dignified profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the twin wheat stalks on the reverse. After the stark, silver appearance of the 1943 steel cents, the return to the warm, reddish-brown copper provided a visual comfort and a sense of restored tradition. In high-grade conditions, particularly for Denver Mint specimens from this period, the coin can exhibit a remarkably sharp strike and satiny, semi-proof-like luster. The D Mint mark is prominently located on the reverse below the date, and on a fully struck example, every detail of Lincoln's hair, cheekbone, and the wheat heads will be crisp and well-defined, a testament to the resumption of standard minting processes as wartime pressures eased. Despite a substantial mintage of over 226 million pieces, the 1945 D-Cent's rarity is overwhelmingly a condition rarity. The coin saw heavy, prolonged circulation in the post-war economic boom, and the relatively soft copper wore quickly. Consequently, while finding a well-worn example is simple, locating a specimen in mint state grades above MS65 is a considerable challenge. Premium, gem quality examples are scarce because few were pulled from circulation and saved at the time. The public's focus was on historical events, not coin collecting. There are no major die varieties that command extreme premiums, making the pursuit centered entirely on the preservation of original surfaces, full luster, and a complete absence of post-production contact marks. The market value for a 1945 D-Cent is bifurcated, with common circulated examples being inexpensive but high-end specimens entering a different financial realm. A coin grading a solid MS65 red by PCGS or NGC, with full original mint luster and vibrant copper color, typically command a price between $1,800 and $3,000. The market for truly superb examples graded MS66 red is even more selective, with prices ranging from $4,000 to over $6,000 for those with exceptional eye appeal, a sharp strike, and absolutely pristine surfaces. This valuation is driven by series collectors assembling top-tier post-war sets, 1945 to 1958, or specialized Denver Mint collections, with a 1945 D is a notorious condition stopper, often the most difficult coin in its decade to find in true gem quality. For the collector pursuing this milestone coin, a strategic and patient approach is essential. Always insist on certification by PCGS or NGC, as their grading standards are the market benchmark and provide assurance against artificial toning or surface restoration. When evaluating a certified coin, pay close attention to the color designation, red, RD, is paramount for maximum value, and scrutinize the surfaces for hidden hairlines or dull spots that might be obscured in a photograph. Building a relationship with a reputable dealer who specializes in LincolnCent can provide access to better pieces before they reach the open market. Furthermore, participation in coin shows and registered auctions allows for direct competition for the finest known examples. The 1945 WheatCent, therefore, stands as a quietly powerful numismatic artifact. Its significance is threefold. As the last LincolnCent of the World War II chapter, as a symbol of the return to peacetime normalcy in American coinage, and as a challenging condition rarity that separates casual collectors from dedicated specialists. Its warm copper aesthetic, when preserved in gem state, represents the pinnacle of mid-century minting art for the Denver facility. As a collectible, it offers a tangible connection to a moment of profound historical transition, and as an asset, its value is secured by its permanent scarcity in top grade and its irreplaceable position in a universally collected series. This coin is not merely a piece of change. It is a metallic footnote to victory and a cornerstone of any advanced Lincoln collection. For a coin in the landscape of Lincoln WheatCent collecting, the 1956 D stands not as a rare date in terms of mintage, but as a premier condition rarity and a final era keystone that commands serious attention and capital. This coin represents one of the last chapters of the venerable wheat reverse design, minted on the cusp of the series' revolutionary change to the Lincoln Memorial. For the advanced numismatist, the pursuit of a superlative 1956 D is a pursuit of perfection within a common issue, a challenge that transforms an ostensibly ordinary coin into an extraordinary prize. Its intense demand stems from its role as the final D mint mark of the wheat series and as the highest mintage U.S. coin ever, making gem specimens a study in survival against overwhelming odds. The historical backdrop of the 1956 D cent is one of prosperity and impending change. Minted during the heart of the Eisenhower administration, it reflects the booming post-war economy and the rise of consumerism. Coinage was needed in unprecedented quantities for daily transactions, leading the Denver Mint to produce a staggering 1,098,201,100 pieces, the first U.S. coin to surpass the billion mark in a single year. Yet, this coin also exists at the very end of an era. 1958 would see the final wheat cents, making the 1956 D one of the last three Denver issues of the design. It is a coin of the baby boom of sock hops and nascent rock and roll, a workhorse of commerce that would soon become a nostalgic relic. Aesthetically, the coin presents the classic Brenner design, but the characteristics of Denver Mint production in the mid-1950s are distinct. High-grade 1956 D cents often exhibit a remarkably sharp strike, with crisp details in Lincoln's hair and coat and well-defined lines on the wheat ears. The coin's composition is the standard 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc, giving it a rich, warm potential for color. In pristine, original mint state, these coins can display breathtaking, radiant luster, often described as frosty or satin-like, that rolls across the surfaces with a distinctive cartwheel effect. The D mint mark is bold and clear, a final confidence stamp from the Denver facility on the wheat design. The concept of rarity for the 1956 D is a paradox defined by the sheer force of attrition. While over 1 billion were struck, virtually all entered intense circulation. The idea of saving a brand new penny in 1956 seemed trivial when so many were produced. Consequently, the number that survived in true gem uncirculated condition, completely free of bag marks, abrasions, or tonal distractions, is minuscule, a tiny fraction of a percent of the original mintage. This creates a dramatic scarcity pyramid. Millions of worn coins exist for pennies, while examples grading MS67 red are genuinely rare, and those reaching the pinnacle of MS68 are among the finest known for the entire late wheat series, with only a handful certified at that level. This extreme condition scarcity directly dictates a formidable market valuation. A typical uncirculated roll of 1956 D cents can be acquired inexpensively, but the market for certified top population gems is entirely different. A coin graded MS67 red by PCGS or NGC, possessing full blazing luster and impeccable surfaces, routinely commands prices between $3,000 and $4,500. The ultimate examples, those graded MS68 red, inhabit the stratosphere of modern numismatics, with public auction results consistently reaching $6,000 to $10,000 and beyond. This price structure is fueled by registry set collectors competing to own the finest graded examples, where a single point on the grading scale can represent a difference of thousands of dollars in immense prestige. Securing a high-value 1956 D cent demands a collector's most vigilant scrutiny. Third-party certification is non-negotiable. Only a holder from PCGS or NGC can confirm the elite grade and the critical red color designation. When evaluating a candidate, look for a complete absence of visible contact marks under a magnifier, even in the fields near the portrait. The luster must be vibrant and unbroken, and the color should be a consistent, original copper red, not darkened or spotted. Due to the premium at stake, purchasing from established auction houses or through trusted dealer networks that offer guaranteed pedigrees is essential. Engaging with the LincolnCent specialist community can also provide invaluable insights into the nuances of strike and surface quality for this specific issue. Thus, the 1956 WheatPenny emerges as a modern numismatic classic, a testament to the principle that extreme quality can confer immense value upon the most common of issues. It embodies the culmination of the Wheat series production at the Denver Mint, capturing a moment of American confidence and scale. For the collector, it offers a dual appeal: the historical satisfaction of owning a key late series date and the competitive thrill of acquiring a condition census specimen. Its investment merit is anchored in its permanent status as a series condition rarity, with populations unlikely to grow significantly. More than just a penny, a gem 1956 D is a masterpiece of survival, a perfectly preserved artifact from the final act of a beloved and enduring coinage design.